Now, listen, for all the YouTube overlords out there, I'm going to approach this story very simply reporting on what we are seeing and the facts that are before us. So if you're getting angry and you're getting in your feelings over the admission of a trans person known as Ava Kris Tyson admitting to what he is going to admit to right now in this tweet, then perhaps it's a problem with you, YouTube, and not with me. I'm just saying. Ava Kris Tyson is a former trans employee of MrBeast. And he decides, she decides, it decides, they decide that they're going to make a statement finally. Now, let's talk about the profile. Can we mention the profile really quick? Just remember, you see this black screen here? This black screen is here because he deleted everything. All the tweets are gone. I want to reiterate that. Ava deleted everything. Kris Tyson deleted everything. Okay? Deleted everything. And then finally, Kris Tyson made a statement. Let me go into the actual post right here. Here's what it says. I would like to apologize for any of my past behavior or comments if it hurt or offended anyone. It was not my intent. Seeing recent events, we've mutually decided that it's best I permanently step away from all things MrBeast and social media to focus on my family and mental health. So let's break this down. Okay? Let's break down this post. This post is literally just Kris Tyson telling people, I'm sorry for how you feel. This is not an apology. This is Kris Tyson saying, I am sorry for how you feel. I am sorry for how you took my own personal statements, my own personal whatever, jokes, blah, blah, blah. It is a non-apology. This is also them saying, I'm sorry I got caught. That's all it is. I'm sorry I got caught. And if you believe that Kris Tyson walked away from MrBeast, I got a bridge to sell you. MrBeast absolutely 100% fired his ass. There is no doubt about it. He probably looked at Kris Tyson in the eyes and he said, bro, there's no way I'm going to be able to save you from this one. There's no way. It's impossible. It's literally impossible. He said, you got to go. Then here's the manipulative, like the manipulation strategy. This is the manipulation strategy. I'm fucking up that word. And this is what usually trans specific people do when they get caught doing some terrible shit, right? Every time they in particular get caught doing terrible stuff, they want to talk about mental health. What the fuck does mental health have to do with what you are getting accused of, my guy? What does that have to do with it? Your mental health doesn't got shit to do with it. You are coping and seething right now. You were mentally fine, not even just a couple of months ago when you were cursing people out on Twitter who ideologically disagree with you, when you were going after real women and attacking them because they were tired of your ass. What's the deal? Why is it mental health now? And then now you're going to talk about focus on your family. You mean the same family that you left and abandoned to go be trans? The same family that you gave up for whatever reason, your ideology, whatever the case may be? That same family, you're going to focus on them now because you got caught? Something just seems odd here, no? Why couldn't you focus on your family when you decided to uplift their entire way of life? Because you knew as a prominent social figure that your family was going to be brought up into the equation when people found out that you went down this pathway. That same family you chose not to focus on because you wanted to wear a dress so bad. But now that you got caught doing stuff, now all of a sudden you want to focus on your family. Okay. So let's continue. I want to add, I never groomed anyone. The person who gets brought up in these accusations, Lava GS, has vocally supported that they are false. You realize that by the act of grooming, by definition, if you had spoken to a 13-year-old boy, right? If you spoke to a 13-year-old boy and you are still speaking to that boy when he is 20 years old now, which apparently you are, that is literal definition of grooming. And what happens when someone is groomed, especially groomed properly, what happens, and we see so many examples of this, what ends up happening is that they end up defending the person that grooms them. They end up defending the person that groomed them because that they don't realize that what was happening while they were younger was actually not a good thing. They don't realize that. So let's continue. Whether it's real or not, I want to be very clear. Whether him doing this with Lava is real or not doesn't matter to me because there are other shit that he absolutely has been caught 100% doing. And we're going to go over that. So then Kris Tyson said, having said that, I humbly apologize to anyone I have hurt with my unacceptable social media posts, past actions, and to those who may feel betrayed by how I used to act online. I like how he's trying to make it seem as if it's just people misconstruing the way that he was online. Right? It's kind of like, I humbly apologize for the way you took my actions. That's how it is. That's literally what he's saying. I apologize for the way you took it. That's not a fucking apology. And then it says, to lump these two factors together to create a narrative that my behavior extended beyond bad, edgy jokes is disgusting and did not happen. In past years, I have learned that my old humor is not acceptable. I cannot change who I was, but I can continue to work on myself. Does anybody see the irony of that statement? Right here, this statement. So he says, I cannot change who I was. Why not? Why not? By definition, that's exactly what you did by transing yourself. Like the irony of that is insane. Am I the only one that sees that? Like the irony is crazy. I cannot change who I was. I thought that's what you were doing when you trans yourself.